button blue. Sub if you new. Hey, what it do? Make the like button blue. Sub if you new.
Hello, salutations. What it do? Sadot The Gamer, all five Durag Nation in the box. Subscribe. Let's get it. And good morning, Durag Nation. We are back for another world premiere watch party. This time for Fantastic Four: First Steps. We are preparing to launch. Launch is happening in less than 40 minutes from now. Very early. How's everyone doing? Appreciate everyone hanging out at this insane hour. What's up, Jaden, Matthew? What's up, Ismo? Hope everyone's doing okay. Pajamas. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is very early for me, but we are here. We are doing another watch party. You know how it goes. If there is a superhero movie world premiere trailer, we will do a watch party and cover it live. Unfortunately, unlike the Superman world premiere, they decided to do the Fantastic Four one super early because it's technically premiering on Good Morning America, but pretty much at the same time, Marvel is just launching it on their own channel at like 7 in the morning. So here we are. He just tried to live, but it got taken down in about 2 minutes. What were you trying to stream? You must have been trying to stream something diabolical. See a dot push tapping in. Appreciate you, Hick. Was good. Was good. I am very tired. I was like, because I knew beforehand that this trailer was premiering like extra early. So I was like, okay, I'll do what I got to do, and then I'll go to bed at a reasonable hour so I can get up, because I knew if I wanted to do my usual watch party stream, I'd basically have to wake up at like 5:40. But I didn't get to sleep until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I didn't even sleep all the way through, so it was a mess. So as soon as this trailer is over, I'll probably just upload this to my reaction to the second channel, and then just chill, go right back to sleep. So Matthew, but I am excited for this. I'm not expecting, because I've seen a version of this trailer already. I've already seen it, a version of the trailer. I don't know which one specifically they're going to. I assume they're going to show a longer one, but I don't know. I'm not as excited about this one as I am for Superman. Like, even just going in, like, obviously I've already seen Superman now. Even before I saw the Superman trailer, I think I was much more excited leading into that than I was for Fantastic Four. And I think a lot of that is the casting. Like, Marvel has definitely been fumbling Fantastic Four, especially after the last one. The casting of Fantastic Four didn't really blow me away like the casting for Superman did. Like, I thought they absolutely nailed it. I was really excited with everything. Like, Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom doesn't really move me either, because again, it's not like this is the first time we're seeing live action Dr. Doom. We've seen it a bunch and it's not been great. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well, it's just kind of a wait and see for me. 2 hours more. Not at all. It's 6:22 right now, and the trailer goes live at 7. So it's like 38 minutes. But I don't know. And it's not even like the weird Silver Surfer casting of getting the girl from Ozark. Just overall, just like the cast they chose just seems okay. And I'm definitely skeptical because I don't know, for whatever reason, we just can't get like a really, really good Fantastic Four movie. But hopefully this one breaks the trend and is actually really good. Because I would love it if we got a great Fantastic Four movie and then like a week later a great Superman movie. That would be my idea. I know Robert Downey Jr. can do it. He's a great actor. I'm sure his doom is going to be perfectly fine. But he's Iron Man. let's be real. Robert Downey Jr. is at his best when he's basically Iron Man, the new Iron Man. Like he basically reinvented Iron Man. Iron Man was not nearly as interesting before Robert Downey Jr. played him. They basically changed, like even you see it even in Marvel Rivals. They basically changed how Iron Man is portrayed now to make him sound more like Robert Downey Jr. That's how great he did. Like they literally just said, "Oh wow, his version is so good, we can't even just use the comic version we've been using." I don't think he's going to have that effect on Doctor Doom. I don't see it. You need sleep. Same. I think this movie is on the right track. Superheroes should not exist in our reality. They should live in their own weird. I mean, that's not really what this movie is, or really what any superhero movie is. The Fantastic Four do exist in a reality. I mean, obviously we're talking about movies, so none of it is in reality. No movie is in reality. They tend to be based on a reality. But yeah, the Fantastic Four are superheroes who exist on their own Earth. They're just in a different dimension from a different universe from the main MCU timeline. Subcap Tay with Last Avenger Standing. Dr. Stark, I don't feel so good. That's going to be a fun that will be a fun interaction seeing Spider-Man face to face with what looks like Tony. Yeah, I think the idea is to eventually have another Doom take over since again this is like an alternate universe thing going on. Batman should exist in a 1950s Pulp Fiction world, which is weird to say that considering the Batman that we know and love didn't exist in the 1950s. He he didn't he didn't even exist. That version of Batman didn't exist until the 80s, which is actually a much more appropriate timeline for that sort of hero. Like the Fantastic Four seem like a perfect for the 50s, that specific era. You know, the nostalgia, the happy, the happy go lucky, leave it to Beaver type of era, the good old wholesome superhero family. Not Batman. Yeah, yeah, the 1950s Batman, very different. Very different. That's the Adam, the 50s 60s, that's the Adam West era. Adam West era Batman with the bat shark repellent, the shark repellent out of his bat. Was Robin, the Fast Saga Robin. Gee Willikers, Batman. Yeah, that very different Batman in that era. Very different. What's up, Eastwood? Good morning. Good morning. Do you think they realize Doom looks like Tony? I mean, I would hope so. When he takes his helmet off, I think it'll be hard not to be like, oh, wow, you look a lot like Tony Stark. From the information I've gathered, the Fantastic Four, at least it starts off, takes place in a alternate universe from the main MCU timeline that we typically see in like the 1950s. And Doctor Doom and that is existing in the Robert Downey Jr. From my understanding, Doctor Doom exists in that timeline, and Galactus threatens their Earth, and somehow something happens that brings them to our universe. What a time to be alive! It is a great time to be alive. Shout out to Germany. What's up, Germany? We get Tom Holland Spider-Man with the symbiote versus Doctor Doom. I mean, we're doing Secret War. It does make sense to have a symbiote Spider-Man. Who is playing Victor Von Doom in Fantastic Four? Robert Downey Jr. Word is that this trailer is just a Comic-Con trailer. A little bit more first. That's what I was assuming. Because I saw the Comic-Con trailer. And I saw the Comic-Con Fantastic Four trailer. Thank you, leakers. And I saw the Comic-Con Daredevil Born Again trailer. And comparing, I guess the closest comparison I can make would be to the Daredevil Born Again trailer. And yeah, I guess the main difference between that and the Comic-Con version is obviously, besides the quality, is that it had a few more scenes. It was it was different cut, but largely like the same deal. So I kind of know what to expect. It's gonna be crazy getting a F4 movie with Joe Stanley cameo. Man, crazy that we don't have the actual OG Stanley. You assume if it's good, it would be sad that he can't do a cameo. If it's bad, then good. glad he didn't have to watch it. Yeah, I do hope it's done well. Gotta do schoolwork. It's very important. You think they will bring back Kang? Apparently, I just saw this yesterday. There's currently a rumor that Jonathan Majors is being considered to be brought back as Kang the Conqueror. You're homeschooled? I'm not sure how great that is. It seems great, depending on your household situation. But yeah, I just saw this yesterday, and I mean, which makes sense. I mean, Hollywood, in general, is very forgiving of people that, if they generally like them. And I don't know, the circumstances of Jonathan Majors' situation, it isn't like doesn't seem, from what I remember, to be cut and dry. Like, oh, he did just, like, from what I remember, there was the legal proceeding was definitely kind of sus. So it left him some wiggle room to kind of like make a comeback, like once the dust the dust cleared, all the reactionaries went away. But it'll be interesting. I thought he did a great job. I think he's a great actor. I just think Kang was just terribly written. I think he just was unfortunately in some very poorly written projects, and they just didn't really do a good enough job of building him up. Who's going to be Galactus? What's that guy's name? Ralph. Yeah, Ralph Ineson. He's Galactus. He still maintains his innocence. I mean, he's got physical evidence, like video and everything to back it up. That's why I was surprised that the case didn't initially just get thrown out, because I'm like, are we missing something? Because I thought some like key piece of evidence would come out, and I just never saw it. Like everyone, like obviously saw and memed on the video of him literally running away from this woman in the car while she's chasing after him. But like, yeah, her story didn't add up. We saw, we saw video evidence contradicting her claims that he like severely injured her in the car. Like I thought the whole thing was weird, because it's like the whole thing was on video, that it didn't play out the way it was that he was accused of. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't have any plot leaks, so I only know that Galactus is in it. I'm not sure if they intend to use Galactus as like the next threat, because he should be I don't like how, that was my other issue with the older Fantastic Four movies, is like they use Galactus as like a one-off villain. Galactus is like beyond a Thanos level threat. They're clearly leading towards doom, so it would make more sense to have Galactus just be this force that the Fantastic Four have to escape from, and then just have him looming as a threat for the future, and then I guess just focus on Doom going forward. It's kind of just a waste to have Galactus and do it like they did previously, and just be like, oh, he's here for just as a fart cloud, and then he's just gone. Like it's just a waste of just a crazy villain. Let me just make sure this is set up for when it's time. Here we go. Like when he used Tartarus for Ragnarok. See, using Galactus as a physical version of the incursion. Yeah, yeah. My assumption is he's mainly going to be used in this one as a plot device to get the Fantastic Four to our universe, but they'll leave him as like a looming threat. Does anyone know when the Thing and Human Torch are coming to Marvel Rivals exactly? The dev said every 1.5 months. Uh, there. That's exactly what it is. Every 1.5 months. So be on the lookout. It has not been 1.5 months. They said 6 to 7 weeks. So part one of season 1 came out on January 10th. So just do the math from there, and that's around the time you should start looking for the thing in Human Torch. The only people who know the exact time are the devs and partnered content creators like me. And obviously we can't tell you that, so just stay tuned. We're about 20 minutes away from the trailer. That was earlier. Time frame is foggy. Yeah, work can do that. Would Batman be able to get info from me? No, because he's not real. So he would not be able to get anything out of me. I could just erase him from the page. What's up, Simple J? Is this a game trailer? It is not. I personally don't think Batman would even care that much. If Batman was real, I don't think he would be a gamer. I think he would be too busy fighting crime to be playing Marvel Rivals, let alone caring enough about the game to try to harass people into getting info. Because as Batman, he could obviously just hack into NetEase and get the info if he wanted to. He wouldn't have to interrogate anyone. He's he's Batman. he's a billionaire genius detective with advanced technology. If he wanted to know when Human Torch and the Thing were coming to Marvel Rivals, it would be a pretty simple matter. Alfred grinds rank for him, imagine. Alfred would definitely be one above all. If Batman did play Marvel Rivals, he'd probably be a Loki main. The main villain of Fantastic Four is unclear. We know they're introducing Julius Silver Surfer. We know they're introducing Doctor Doom, the Robert Downey Jr. one, and we know Galactus is going to threaten their planet. There's absolutely no way Batman would play Fortnite. No way. It'll probably be like a combination. Galactus will be like the big, world-ending threat. But then they'll also introduce Doctor Doom because they need to set him up for the next several films. Think about it. You could be a hero by revealing this information. No, I wouldn't. You really like me a lot. People already like me a lot. Superman or Fantastic Four. Personally, I think Superman is going to be both the better movie, and I think it'll do better at the box office. That's my personal bet. Playing Wukong. There's several games I got to get to. I've been playing so much Rivals. I think now that I've made Diamond and Rivals on both my main account and my alt account, I'll start focusing on like catching up on some of the older games. Because I started playing the Outer Worlds. I really enjoyed it. I want to finish that. I got Cyberpunk. I haven't even started that. I want to play through Cyberpunk. Do you think Galactus will play a role in the upcoming Avengers movies? No. It's the upcoming Avengers movies are Doomsday, which is obviously about Doctor Doom, and Secret Wars, which will also be about Doctor Doom. Galactus is going to be part of the Fantastic Four First Steps plot. He's going to destroy the Earth or whatever. Yeah, we're less than 20 minutes away from the trailer. Did I try Valorant on console? No, I had no interest in Valorant. You're in AZ? Yeah. Shout out to AZ. Yeah, I woke up at 5:40 to set this stream up. So as soon as it's over, I'll probably just upload my reaction to my second channel and then go right back to sleep. Rivals is too addictive. Yeah. Yeah, Rivals will definitely like it'll be like, oh, I have a few minutes to kill. Yeah, hop on Rivals for a little bit. like, I used to like hop on like Helldivers or at least or something like that, but it's just always been Rivals. But yeah, now that I'm Diamond, I think I'll just like do my dailies and then try to play some other games. Like this voice actor is amazing. Yeah, he goes crazy. Doom in the trailer. Well, Doom wasn't in the trailer that I saw, but it's possible that they include him. Maybe a tease, a little tease. Galactus was in the trailer that I saw at Comic-Con. But I don't know if they'll show Doom. Maybe they will. I don't think they'll go like too hard with the Doom reveal. If they did, it'll be like literally a tease, if anything. But I do remember they showed Galactus in the Comic-Con version. I think we'll get a new DC game announcement this year. Hope so. What do you think the skin for Captain America tickles will be? I'm assuming it's going to be a Hulk recolor. Obviously, it would be funny if it was red, but I don't think it's going to be, especially if it's like tied to seeing the movie. I think it's going to be like something like low-key, not like a skin that people are going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe. Like I don't think they're going to go crazy. I think it'll just be like a recolor for the Hulk. Trailer starts at 7 a.m. Eastern. Will we get Wolverine before GTA? That's actually a good question because I think there's a very decent chance that GTA 6 gets delayed to next year. I think Ghost Rider is coming to Rivals in season 2. He is not. Michael B. Jordan. I actually would expect Michael B. Jordan to appear in Secret Wars just because there's going to be so many cameos. I fully expect to see the Michael B. Jordan and the Chris Evans version of Human Torch interacting with each other. I fully believe that. Haven't heard much about the last Ronin game. I'm assuming it's canceled. Hope this movie just forgets about all the multiverse stuff. You my friend, you have been you've been out of the loop for a long time. this movie is literally setting up the biggest multiverse event in the history of the MCU. Yeah. They're not forgetting anything. Literally, the entire premise of this movie hinges on the already established multiverse. Injustice 3 probably, if Injustice 3 is in development, it's probably incredibly early, so I wouldn't expect to hear anything about that for the next several years. Considering the history, Rockstar will delay it like 6 months before it's meant to be released. They seem fairly confident, but I don't know. It kind of feels like GTA 6 could easily slip into like February 2026 or something like that. When did I start YouTube? In 2021. I would recommend anyone who is passionate about content creation to start making some content. Console reviews will be fire, hopefully. About 12 minutes before the world premiere. Is Marvel really thinking? I don't have anyone at Marvel that I can ask, but that is what the current rumors are saying. They're considering bringing back Jonathan Majors. I mean, it's not surprising, given what I know about Hollywood, but it is definitely being floated. I don't know anything about WB Montreal's next game. We need someone to say fantastic in secrecy. Wars and Deadpool say that again. Take-Two may force Rockstar to rush it out the door for the holiday. They could, but the problem is, like, Rockstar has so much power and influence. It's like you can't really tell them what to do. Like, because they can just say, look, whenever GTA 6 comes out, it's going to be the biggest game in the world. We're going to shatter all these records. We're already making just unheard of amounts of money off GTA 5. We're going to release GTA 6 when we're good and ready. Like there's no benefit in rushing GTA 6. It's going to sell the same regardless. 10 minutes until the trailer. Did I hear about the Superman lawsuit? I did. I don't know if it's going anywhere, but hopefully they get that resolved. Honestly, you wanted Herbie to be an actual hero you can play as in Rivals. I feel like that would be interesting, but kind of a waste of a spot this early on. I think they definitely made the right play and just making this season just about playable Fantastic Four. I think GTA 6 Online will be like, I think GTA 6 Online will come out right with the PC release, so like a year later or so. That to me that makes the most sense because GTA Online is going to get a ton of people from PC. So if you're delaying GTA on 6 Online and the PC release, it makes sense to just have them like launch at the same time from a business perspective. They sued when Man of Steel came out too. Don't know the reasoning. Yeah, I think I think they're saying like it. Like I think they were trying to argue that they don't have the necessary rights to release it in certain territories. But yeah, from what I remember, Man of Steel didn't have any issues. I don't anticipate James Gunn Superman to have any issues either. Warner Brothers lawyers, I'm sure, are on top of it. Fantastic Foreskin for Spider-Man and Rivals would be clean. I do agree. I just wish I enjoyed playing as Spider-Man more, so I can enjoy more of his cosmetics. Give us Human Torch in a thing in Rivals today. Imagine. I can't wait to play them. I'm definitely ready for some new characters for sure. The Bagman. Oh, you mean the Bagman outfit? Well, I think they'll add the symbiote, of course. They like money. If there's one thing Marvel Rivals has made very clear, is that they like money. They are going to release skins that people want and skins that they want to pay for. If they even went so far as to give us the Insomniac Spider-Man suit, they're definitely giving us the symbiote. Do I know the date for when Human Torch and Thing will be in Rivals? Yes, I do. You got the Insomniac suit for Spider-Man feeling good, then tried to main Spider-Man that suffered horrendous. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, Spider-Man takes a very long time to master, and not quite sure if it's worth it in his current state. I mean, you can farm some really cool TikTok clips if you get really good, but on a play as someone who frequently runs into Spider-Man while climbing the rank ladder, that how easy it is to shut Spider-Man down makes me not want to take the time to learn him, because I don't want to spend like this insane amount of time learning all these Spider-Man techs and working on getting good with him just to get just erased by one name or like the MCU Moon Knight skin. I think they'll probably do it. Raimi or Tasm. Yeah, I'm wondering. I mean, they should have. I mean, they should be able to get the rights to those. I mean, those movies came out under Sony, so they shouldn't have an issue with the rights. Just pick Namor and it's over. Literally, it's over. Yeah, I've been playing. Yeah, I probably played the most Namor this season. In Storm. Also got also started playing a lot more Mantis. That's actually what got me to Diamond. This could be one of the best MCU movies ever if they do this right, or one of the worst. Rivals is treating me just fine. I'm enjoying this season. Hopefully, uh, continue to enjoy it. I could see the numbers for Rivals are still insanely high, and we haven't even gotten to part 2 of season 1. That's going to be great. And it's great support. Yeah, the thing I love about Mantis and why I'm been trying to get good with her is because the problem with playing support when you're playing ranked in solo queuing is that you don't want to be in a position where you're playing a support where you're just focusing on healing your team, because the problem is you'll get a lot of games where your team, like your DPS in particular, is just bad at the game, and healing them is kind of just a waste of time. So I like Mantis, where you can like boost teammates damage that are actually doing something, but like kind of take the fight into your own hands and get eliminations. like encourages you not to play passive, and and you can like carry on games like that. But if my team is competent, I like Cloak and Dagger as my go-to support. Got 3 minutes until the world premiere. Cannot wait. That was something. What if they add MCU Fantastic Four? I mean, that's not really a stretch. They've been adding a ton of MCU skins so far for Rivals, so I imagine they'll add the Fantastic Four First Step suits sooner rather than later. That's the teaser for Final Destination. Nah, I'm like so over that series. How many movies have they made of that? Like 10? Fantastic Four have been done wrong for so long. People treat them like they are C or D tier. Yeah, I think Rivals is definitely helping a lot of Marvel characters, in fact. But yeah, if we could get an actual good Fantastic Four movie, and like if Robert Downey Jr. goes crazy as Doom, yeah, I think it'll definitely put some respect on their name. Yeah, I'm definitely going to sleep after this. They go to earn 1.2 bill at the box office. We'll see. Yeah, I hope it would be fun if like both Fantastic Four and Superman both go over $1 billion. The Jurassic trailer today. I haven't watched like the last 3. Fantastic Four game by Insomniac would be sick. Bro, Insomniac, they need a break, bro. They can't do every Marvel game. I think we'll get a new Star Wars Battlefront. No. Mandor, no. Mando, no. How long till the trailer? 1 minute, actually. They're like the Fast and Furious franchises now. Facts. Superman depends on the lawsuit, but you highly doubt. Nah, I don't think the lawsuit's going anywhere. One minute, 34 seconds. Yeah, we're almost there, chat. We're 1 minute to launch. Lawsuit DOA. There are other studios who can make a new Marvel game. That is correct. What's up, Original? Insomniac has their own Marvel universe they're trying to assemble. Yeah, they can't take on anymore. I'm definitely more interested in Superman. All right, 7 o'clock. Let's refresh. And it should be premiering right now. Yep.
One Bravo is a abort control mode. Tranquility Base, Houston, did you get those two on the propulsion circuit breakers? All right, Roger, I have those two. Okay, let's go.
All right, this is pretty cool how they're doing this. They're really going all in with this launch thing, this launch theme.
And then down the middle of the page, after launch guidance system recommendations from Miss Finn, I'm going to add the switches there.
It says an hour. Why does it say an hour? Hold up. I'm not even live. Hold up. Did they move it? Did they move it 1 hour? They moved it up 1 hour. Holy. That's actually crazy. It was supposed to be. It was literally supposed to be at 7 Eastern. They moved it up 1 hour. Like, it was supposed to premiere on Good Morning America. So much for my sources was literally Marvel. my, my my literal source was Marvel Entertainment. What are you talking about? They said it was 7. They said it was 7 Eastern on GM. They said it was premiering on GMA, and the time was 7 Eastern. What do you mean my sources? My sources is literally was literally Marvel. So they basically had us wait. So they basically had us wait an hour. And then the count, and then at 7, instead of showing the trailer, they showed the countdown to the trailer. Oh, you know what I think happened? I think what happened is it's premiering on GMA, right? I think what happened is, because I thought it was gonna, when they said it was when they said it was gonna be at 7, I thought they, obviously everyone assumed they meant like the actual trailer was gonna be at 7. So I assume that since it was coming on Good Morning America, that it would just be this, that the trailer would just be at the opening of Good Morning America. But it looks like instead they just did a countdown, because GMA starts at 7. So I'm guessing that means because GMA starts at 7, they're not going to actually show the trailer on GMA until 8. That's why Marvel's doing this extra countdown. Yeah, in the comments, mad. I bet they are. Yeah, I see nothing but L's. Nothing but L's in the comment section under the Marvel one. Yeah, Marvel social media seeing a large amount of L's being posted. People are not happy. It's like, oh yeah, it's going to be on GMA, 7 Eastern. Everyone saw, because they literally said it was 7 Eastern, and then people went to the Marvel Entertainment Twitter and saw that they had set up a world premiere for the trailer, and they set it up for 7 Eastern. So people are like, oh, okay, 7 Eastern, bet. And they were like, nope, it's actually 8. That's annoying, actually. people woke up early to be told, actually, you gotta wait another hour for the trailer. That's actually messed up. That's actually kind of dirty. Bamboozled, hoodwinked, in fact. Deadpool behind his troll. Watch your job. No, it's literally going to be like after the countdown ends. It's just people thought when they said the premiere was at 7, they meant 7. and not the countdown to the premiere starts at 7. Which they definitely should have been more clear about, for sure. It definitely would have helped to specify that. Yeah, when we said 7, we meant like the countdown to the premiere. Not the actual premiere. Yeah, they obviously they know they could have clarified that. Yeah, I think they did this to build hype. Well, I'm already up, so what's another hour? My sleep schedule is already thrown off. Yeah, people are definitely not happy about the teaser being a countdown, for sure. A lot of angry comments in the chat on the official page. Do you have your faith in Pascal? Do I have faith in Pascal as Mr. Fantastic? Yeah, he's a good actor. I'm sure he'll do a fine job. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to the writing. Like, you know, John Krasinski was a lot of people's preferred choice to be Mr. Fantastic. And then when we saw him, it was a letdown because the writing was bad. So it depends on the script and the direction. So you have to watch it. Yeah, out of here you go to look another episode of Mo season 2. Enjoy. It is pretty funny. What's up, Nala? It's 7 in the morning. It is 7 in the morning. I noticed. It's supposed to be the time when the trailer is happening, but Marvel trolled everybody and set a world premiere for the countdown to the trailer instead of the actual trailer. You want a 1610 movie franchise that connects the MCU? W Stream, appreciate you. Heading back to the Jetsons. I miss the Jetsons. That's such a good show. That's definitely for the OGs. Jetsons, Flintstone. Boomerang was like really good. I love me some Boomerang Network. I might have to grab that back. That's some heat on there. Jetsons, Flintstones, Yogi Bear. The 7 a.m. PST. Time to launch is 48 minutes from now, which would be 8 a.m. Eastern. The Hulu to watch GMA. Yeah, there's absolutely no chance of me actually watching GMA. That's why I came to YouTube. When I heard it was going to be a GMA, I was like, all right, I'll catch it when it uploads on YouTube. I'm definitely not finna watch Good Morning America. Yeah, Boomerang was great. Some of those old cartoons they're timeless. Yeah, Jetsons, Flintstones, Yogi Bear, Top Cat. the Smurfs, the Snorks. I used to watch all of them. Hong Kong Phooey, Paw Paw Bears. Doom will appear in this movie. Yes, he will. They confirmed. I doubt he'll be in the trailer, but it's possible. I know Galactus is in the trailer. At least he was in the Comic-Con version. They were fantastic. I think the Boomerang Network's still around. I mean, obviously, pirating is a thing, but I think it exists somewhere. Samurai Jack. I never actually really got into Samurai Jack. By the time Samurai Jack was popping off, I was starting to get more into anime than cartoons. So I never really watched a lot of Samurai Jack. Bring they had the bag. You don't like to wake up this trans gorgeous smile. Whoa, slow down, Easty. Probably the Doom's Kate will appear in this trailer. Yeah. Like I'm assuming if Doom appears in this trailer, it'll be like a tease, like maybe his helmet or something, like a very brief tease. Put the prepare in 2x speed. Unfortunately, it's not a time machine. There's so many picks to choose for multiverses. If I'm oh yeah, rip multiverses. I didn't cover it on the channel, but yeah. Multiverses, the latest live service game to be shut down early. The second to be shut down by WB in the same within a year. Suicide Squad had its last update this year, and then Multiverses is going to have its last update this year. Tough. Two games that failed to live up to their promise, particularly Multiverses. Suicide Squad, after actually seeing the full game, clearly that was like doomed. But Multiverses had all the potential. Like, it was a massive hit in the beta. It had a ton of players at launch, but they just ruined the game. Like they had something in the beta and they just completely ruined it at launch. Drove all the players out. You know, those cartoon names brings you nostalgia. Watching Boomerang, Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Oh yeah, that absolutely the best. Watching Saturday morning cartoons while eating sugary cereal. Some of my favorite childhood memories. Flapjack cartoon was way ahead of its time. I've never even heard of Flapjack. Real hope for a Jetsons vibe. It's definitely that classic 50s vibe from what I remember from the trailer. And definitely even from this teaser that they gave. That Wicked Witch voice lines and files for over a year. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that there's like a bunch of finished characters, but I don't think they're going to actually drop them. It would be cool if they just threw the finished characters into the game as like a final, hat tip to the fans. But they said, yeah, you'll be able to play it offline at the very least. So if you ever get a urge to play some multiverses, you'll be able to at least do that. They have classic 50s bebop jazz in this. You're sold. At least WB didn't have Concord under his belt too. I mean, if you combine how much they spent on multiverses and how much they spent on Suicide Squad, it probably adds up to to a Concorde. I mean, they probably, I mean, multiverses definitely cost some money because they actually bought the studio. They actually bought Player First Games because originally they were licensing. They were just licensing it, and then they just went ahead and bought the whole studio. And then I don't know how much they bought it for, but it was definitely some money. And then and the Suicide Squad definitely cost them probably $150 to $200 million to develop. So you're definitely approaching Concorde range. There's still plenty of multiverse left. Yeah, the Fantastic Four in this film exists in another universe, so they obviously have to do some multiverse shenanigans in order to get them and the Robert Downey Jr. of Doctor Doom over to our MCU timeline. And then, of course, you have Doomsday, and then that leads into Secret Wars, which is like the ultimate multiverse movie. Trailer's in another hour. Well, less than an hour now, but yeah, 8 o'clock. You see them doing a DC Rivals next and somehow fumbling. Yeah, I think the non-smart thing to do would be to try to just make Overwatch but DC, because you're like, oh, like the lesson they should have learned from Rivals is people want a multiplayer superhero game, and that should lead them to say, hey, wait a minute, we have a multiplayer superhero game. It was like super popular. It's still going on after 13 years. It's called DC Universe Online. We should make a sequel. Like, just modernize the graphics and the combat. That's the lesson WB should be taking from multiverses. Who's going to be the villain? Galactus. Sure, have this countdown. It's for a 1-minute trailer. You gotta crash out. People want fun, fair games that care about the community. That is right. Speaking of fair games, when do you guys think that's dropping? You think that's going to be at the State of Play, or do you think it's going to be another Concorde? The vibes were definitely not great with that one. Multiverses has so much potential. You love the beta. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff being said on Reddit. Someone who claims to work with the claimed to work on the game said that it was a pretty big mess, that Tony basically ran the game into the ground. They had just a bunch of people who had no idea what they're doing, which was clear. Like it was very clear from the launch version compared to the beta that whoever was in charge had no idea what they were doing. Imagine if they make a Smash Brothers clone but anime characters. That could be interesting. A platform fighter with anime characters. I hope it's peak. I don't know. Fantastic Four hasn't been great historically. The last one, Fanforstic, one of the worst superhero movies ever made. The Jessica Alba and Chris Evans ones were just, okay. They were just fun, campy, but they weren't like serious movies. I'm hoping this one's actually just legitimately good. grinding 70 hours and unlock one character or something that drives people away. Yeah, for sure. Like they were trying. They definitely made a mistake going free to play for sure. I think that's part of it. They handled it just all the wrong ways. They made so many basic mistakes. Because then it was like, okay, well, now that we're in the free to play model, we have to try to monetize a fighting game as a free to play model, which is even harder. So it's like, yeah, they shot themselves in the foot with all this much build up. I mean, we already know this. I mean, they already showed Galactus in the Comic-Con version of this trailer, so that's not going to be particularly surprising. I think most people are just looking forward to Doom. That's like the big thing that has yet to be seen yet. We know Robert Downey's going to be Doom, but yeah, people are just going to be looking to see if he's in the trailer. Morbius. I don't think it will be Morbin time today. Those were your favorite Fantastic Four movies? I mean, they were like the only ones worth mentioning. Not a lot of options. I think they're gonna do a very, very small tease of his Doctor Doom. A very small one. How long left? Morbius beat Craven and Madam Web together in the box office. Did it actually? That's crazy. I still haven't watched Craven. I gotta find some time to see just how bad it was. Morbius was cinema. It was so funny that I still haven't watched that either. I did watch Madam Web though, but it was so funny that Sony thought when people were memeing Morbius that it meant they actually liked it, because the Morbius memes were obviously way more popular than the actual movie, and they saw all the people talking about it online, and they thought it meant that people actually had interest in the movie, like kind of from word of mouth or whatever. So they re-released it in theaters, and nobody came to see it. That was a classic example of executives just being completely out of touch. That's probably should have been also a sign that the rest of the Sony Marvel universe was going to be a disaster if they were that out of touch with the people. What's this Fantastic Four thing? They are the first family of Marvel. They are 4 superheroes who also do science. How you think cousin will do his thing? I think it's fine. I don't think it's hard to do the thing. Like, it's clobbering time. Like, I think he's definitely the perfect fit to play the Ben part of it. He definitely has that vibe. Do the accent. I think he'll be alright. What do you think the Morbius, Madam Web, She-Hulk team up? Don't give them any ideas. You know they'll actually make that. We wouldn't have the Marvel universe without the Fantastic Four. Yeah, I mean they were extremely influential back in the day. I don't know if we wouldn't have it entirely. I mean, there were so many iconic Marvel characters that it's crazy how creative they were back then. Like, they just launched all these characters like around the same time. and they all just like took off on their own time. But yeah, Fantastic Four were big for Marvel early on, but Spider-Man like really took them to the moon. Midnight Suns was definitely underrated. Oh yeah, great game. Midnight Suns was a great game. Totally understand why it didn't sell more. Which do you like better? Marvel movies like Endgame or Fantastic Four? I don't know what that means. They're both the same movie. They're the same genre. Spider-Man 4 will be movie greatness. I hope so. I like No Way Home, but No Way Home was very overrated. It relied heavily on nostalgia to bail them out. We're hoping for the Negative Zone. Excited to see Thing. Hoping to see him and Hulk throw down in the MCU. Speaking of, I think the one thing they're definitely doing, I heard they're doing, is leaning into Hulk versus Wolverine. I hear they're trying to make that like an actual movie. Heard any news on the Blade movie yet? Last I heard, they finally found a creative team that they are happy with, and the movie is progressing. But yeah, it's still a ways away. But yeah, last I heard, Mahershala was like satisfied with where they are at right now. So they must have figured something out. Can't wait to see all the Johnny Thirst edits after the trailer drops. Oh god. Yeah, I was on the fence about Midnight Suns, but within like 30 minutes, I was like sold on the gameplay. I prefer DC overall, but they're pretty close. GTA 7 before Blade. Actually, that's not completely unrealistic. Hulk versus Wolverine, new actors. Nah, it's going to be the stuff I'm hearing about Hulk versus Wolverine is 100% going to be Hugh Jackman until he's 90. It's not just a joke. Like they're very serious. And apparently, Ryan Reynolds has reignited Hugh Jackman's love for the character, so he's on board. I definitely want them. I don't love Mark Ruffalo. I never was a fan. I always preferred Ed Norton's, but I just want them to just make a version of. I don't even care about the banner part. I just want the Hulk to actually be like the Hulk and not like lame like he has been so far. Wonder if the 1943 game would be PS6. I mean, it's coming out this year. PS6 is like 3 years away, maybe. These give you Savage Hulk. Exactly. I don't think we'll see Loki season 3. We need Raging Hulk for sure. Like a proper World War Hulk movie. Yeah, it's time to put the soft Hulk era away. Yeah, like he was soft even before Thanos gave him that work. Before that, they'd already like toned him down a little too much for my liking. And we're like making him like a joke. Ruffalo was great in the first Avengers, the steady downfall from there. Yeah, I think it was Ragnarok where you could kind of really see the direction they were going. It was like, oh, just going to make everybody a joke. Okay. But then we give Eric Bana a chance again for Hulk. Those movies were so bad. The only good thing about those movies is that they captured. I thought they did a decent job of capturing how strong Hulk is, particularly with his movement. But that movie was so bad. It's a terrible movie. Get it? Yeah, they announced last year 1943 was coming out in 2025. Wolverine is 2025 or 2026. It could still go either way. We'll probably find out soon. After Age of Ultron, Hulk was a wrap for him. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, they just decided to just make Thor and Hulk just comedic relief. So annoying. Since he lost to Hulkbuster, Iron Man was a wrap. Yeah, pretty much. Says it's getting real low. Wasn't the main villain in the 2003 film Lightning in the form of his dad? I don't even remember. Only thing I remember about the Eric Bana Hulk is the really dry dialogue, him leaping through the desert and like fighting dogs or something. Like he was fighting like gamma dogs or something. I forgot most of that movie. I like you still binge watching my Marvel's Avengers video every midnight. I appreciate that. Yeah, actually when I saw it after I made my video about the Avengers game, I was so motivated at the possibility of Avengers coming back that I watched one of the old Doom Killer HD streams. I watched the one where we had the round table. I think it was me, Johnny Rocker, a bunch of us, and we were like basically interviewing the devs. That was a really good show. I definitely hope Avengers comes back stronger than ever. I try to forget Love and Thunder. I was over them in Endgame when they had Thor playing Fortnite. I'm like, bro, what is this? Yeah, I didn't blame Thor at all. I didn't blame Chris Hemsworth at all for being like, I don't think I want to do Thor anymore, unless it's like a new director. Because yeah, Taika Waititi definitely overstayed his welcome. Start the Korean invasion? Nah, I think they should start fresh. They should absolutely start fresh with Avengers. New studio, new story. Just separate it. Korea isn't bad. You know, maybe do that down the line, but I don't know. Well, I guess you do need, because what they don't, I think what they want to avoid is they want to avoid people thinking it's going to be like the last Avengers game. But who knows how many people remember the Korea invasion? Most of the people who hated on Avengers didn't even play it, so they probably don't even know about the Korea invasion. But for like a game like Avengers, you kind of do want an enemy faction, and I think the Kree could be a good one for sure. So I wouldn't totally rule that out, but you definitely don't want AIM again. But yeah, having the Kree as your first enemy faction isn't the worst idea. Ridgel, thank you for re-upping as a defender. Appreciate you. Rather see them do X-Men instead. Well, we're already getting an X-Men game, so I'm not even worried about X-Men. We need to bring back Avengers. Need more Midnight Suns. Yeah, honestly, if they've made Midnight Suns, and you know if they've made another Midnight Suns game, but they made it like a third-person action RPG, and got rid of all like the CW nonsense, I think it'll be like a big hit for sure. I think if they make those adjustments, it'll be something. Who you looking forward to the most in this movie? Nobody in particular. I just want Fantastic Four to be good. At this point, that's where I'm at. There's been Fantastic Four has been just so mid. I just wanted to just actually just be good. Begsy, welcome to the Defenders. Appreciate you, my friend, for pledging allegiance to Durag Nation. Hoping for Luke Cage and Rivals. That'd be interesting. I'm curious what the Thing is going to be like. I already know what Human Torch's moveset is. I still don't know what the Thing does. You back? Can't wait for Captain America this month. Your birthday's 18th. Oh yeah, nice little gift. A little Valentine's Day. Yeah, I hope that movie. I hope it's good. I like Anthony Mackie. I don't like them taking away his role as Falcon and just giving him Cap, but I hope the movie's good. Wonder how Fantastic Four would do against Superman. Which version of the Fantastic Four? If you're talking about this version, they get destroyed. Red B-Days on the 16th. Nice. Benedicted the Mantis and Rivals. Oh, she's great. Yeah, she got me to Diamond yesterday. This summer. Oh, and the box office. I think Superman's going to win. I think we'll see. We'll see how the trailer, how people respond to the Fantastic Four trailer. But there was so much hype in response to the Superman trailer. I think it's trending to do like $1 billion. And Marvel's really like off vibes right now because the MCU did have like a big fall off, and people like bounce back for like Deadpool and Wolverine because that was like an event film. And I don't know if Fantastic Four is like going to be like that, unless they really milk this whole Robert Downey Jr. thing in the advertising. Because comic fans love the Fantastic Four, but they're not like really big in the mainstream because they just haven't really had a successful adaptation. Falcon became Captain America in the comic. Winter Soldier also became Captain America in the comic. Doesn't change my point. I don't like that. I don't like that for the MCU in particular. They made him Captain America. I thought the story the MCU was building up to, it made much more sense for Bucky to get the shield instead of Sam. His Falcon suit from Falcon and Winter Soldier is your favorite suit design for the character, the red and white. It was a I thought his design was clean. I thought he was just a great character. I thought he did an amazing job bringing Falcon to life and putting people on. And it just feels kind of like a waste to just be like, oh no, you're Captain America now. I was like, I'm just not a fan. Who do you think will die in Secret Wars? Marvel's budget, because all the money they're going to spend on cameos. There's going to be so many damn cameos in that movie. Hope they actually have color in Fantastic Four, because Marvel films just feel so dull right now. I mean, I don't think they were planning on making it black and white. Marvel doing way better than DC. I mean, DC's been messing up for years, but Marvel definitely took their foot off the gas after Endgame. This is like the perfect opportunity for DC to like close the gap, because they've got some momentum right now. Creature Commandos was really good. Penguin was a masterpiece. People were like really hyped for Superman after that trailer. And Marvel doesn't have exactly a lot of home runs lined up. Like, they got Daredevil Born Again, which is going to be great. But then, like, Thunderbolts and Brave New World, are those going to be great? You know, then you have, Fantastic Four. Historically, those have been mid. So, it's a lot of uncertainty. The momentum, to me, definitely feels like it's on DC side. Big budget version of CW Crisis. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, DC has had their moments. Yeah, like the Arrowverse was big for them. They always managed to do good with a Batman movie. But yeah, now under James Gunn, they seem to be moving in the right direction. You agree Bucky would be better, Cap? Yeah, because it made more sense. Like, they were building this up where Cap, risked everything to stand by his friend Bucky, because he knew he wasn't the Winter Soldier. He knew that's not the Winter Soldier. That's Bucky. And then Bucky comes out of it and is trying to deal with the guilt and try to redeem himself and shed the past as the Winter Soldier. And I feel like old man Cap handing him the shield would have been the perfect opportunity to do that, because now it's like, oh, now he's forced to confront his past as the Winter Soldier to try to live up to the legacy of Captain America. And obviously the government were probably opposed to it. Like, it would have been much more it would have had much more interesting plot potential rather than just giving it to Sam. Like, I thought it was a mistake. Bucky has PTSD and the stigma. The show was good for them, like a buddy type movie. Like, if the show, yeah, the show should have really been about Bucky being given the shield and having to overcome his past as the Winter Soldier to show that he can live on as Cap and do Steve proud. Show that Steve's faith in him was deserved. I thought it was a bad idea. Do you think after success of Rivals, they'll be more willing to do interesting Marvel games? Probably. You forget Bucky is also from the 1940s. He is, and he's a super soldier. That's a plus. You don't got a respectable haircut like he's expecting this show. Yeah, like it's clear. It very clearly should have been Bucky. I think they just tried to force that in there. They wanted to they were like, well, we got this new all new, all different. We want to start doing adaptations of that. So let's get Sam as Cap eventually. And I just don't think the way they build up to it made sense. I thought Bucky would have just been a much more interesting choice. They also wouldn't have had to force feed the politics in there if they had just went with Bucky instead. Because literally nothing interesting about Sam trying to become Captain America apart from the fact that he has no superpowers. Like, there was legitimately nothing. So they just had to be like, oh well, let's see. Well, he's black in America, so that's a problem, right? Like, no, like, come on, bro. That was so corny. Sam made you mad when he threw the shield away. US Agent was a whole menace too. Blood to Thunderbolt's gonna be mixed. I think so. After the rewrites, I think Thunderbolts could be okay. I don't love that the cast of it basically makes it feel like a sequel to Black Widow, because that movie was horrible. But at least Winter Soldier's in it. Yeah, there were very many questionable choices after Endgame, and I think that's why they've been cleaning house, trying to right the ship. You know, we saw that happen with Daredevil Born Again. You know, they did some inquiries to see how progress is going. It was like, oh, this is terrible, and just fired everybody and said, make it like Netflix. You hype for Bucking US Agent and Thunderbolts. I'm looking forward to seeing their version of Sentry. Sentry from the teaser looked pretty interesting. I think they might be cooking over there with the Thunderbolts. I know there's a lot of Sentry fans always asking for Sentry. So this should be pretty cool for them to see him on the big screen. But we gotta eventually get if we could get Sentry, we gotta eventually get Blue Marvel. You just want Ghost Rider in the MCU? I mean, technically he was already in the MCU, and pretty good one. I like the Agents of Shield Ghost Rider. But yeah, pretty sure he's going to be in one of the upcoming Avengers movies. The main villain of the Thunderbolts is technically, I guess, Madam Hydra. Val. But Sentry is involved, so looks like they're going to be fighting him probably at some point if he goes out of control. Don't know quite how they're going to deal with that, but we'll see. Hope we get Ghost Rider and Marvel Rivals. I do too. I know a lot of people do. He was the #1 requested in the poll, ahead of even Deadpool. You think Thunderbolts has more of a Winter Soldier feel? than Brave New World does. I don't know. Looking at Thunderbolts kind of feels more like Black Widow than Winter Soldier. I definitely think Brave New World definitely has a closer Winter Soldier vibe because Thunderbolts has like basically the Black Widow cast, so they've got Red Guardian, who's like the comic relief, so it's like really quick. It's like, you know, really goofy. It's got some goofy stuff thrown in there with some big budget action. Whereas Brave New World is presented as like kind of this serious like thriller that also has like big set piece action stuff. So I definitely think that one's closer to Winter Soldier. I don't know if I doubt it would be nearly as good. Elaine going to be the main? Pretty much, yeah. From what I remember from the last trailer. She's she's pretty much an op. Cause I don't know how many people remember Hawkeye, but she technically sent the Elena to assassinate Clint for no reason. So she's definitely not going to be happy about that. Just prefer Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch. I thought their Robbie was good. I don't think it'll be as popular. I don't think the Fantastic Four trailer will be as big as the Superman one, no. See, because at this point, Superman is just such a bigger name. And then also James Gunn was attached to it. And then you had people that were curious because, you know, this is, you know, no Henry Cavill. Yeah, I think everything leading up to it is going to make the Superman trailer much bigger. But I think this will still be fairly well received. I think it'll do well. Imagine Bucky became Captain of the MCU, and he was replaced by the Punisher in a Thunderbolts movie. I actually wouldn't hate that. Regarding Deadpool meeting would be funny. I honestly hate their Red Guardian. I think he's a terrible character. If they didn't kill off a good majority of the villains, they would have more interesting stories. Also true. Never finished Hawkeye. You need to catch up. You don't actually. You honestly don't. Just read the wiki. Hawkeye was trash. What If was mid. The only season of What If you need to watch is season 1. you honestly don't need any more. Hawkeye was horrible. That was a terrible show. Hawkeye was actual trash. Insomniac Spider-Man 3 is like probably 5 years away. 5 years away. Do I think Sam Wilson as Captain America? No, I don't think he should get the Super Soldier Serum. I think he should give the shield to Winter Soldier and go back to being Falcon. Where's War Machine? Recovering from being held hostage by the horrible script of Secret Invasion. No, they did not randomly recast Pedro Pascal after filming the movie. I think Bob Iger is terrible. Sick of Pedro, he's overused. He's fine. Falcon should be able to at least talk to birds like the comics instead of Jones. Wasn't Pedro in Narcos? I think he was. He is in a lot of movies. Travis is definitely going to watch it. He's capping. Bothers you how MCU is so happy killing off every villain they introduce. Yeah, they definitely have a well-documented villain problem where they tend to treat villains as like disposable. That's why a lot of MCU movies kind of like fall apart in the third act because they don't have a compelling villain to lead into it. What would Bucky do with the shield? Well, he's been working through the trauma from being Winter Soldier. We saw that developing over the course of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was like his whole plot. The whole plot line for Bucky was coming to terms with what he did. So I think now he would be in a much better place to receive the shield. But it would have been far more interesting if he got the shield first and try to overcome it while having that responsibility. But yeah, it is what it is. Do I like the old Peter face model or the new one? I literally never cared. I think the new face model looks better.
This is a Future Foundation live broadcast. Stay tuned for more fantastic coverage.
There's no Blade movie. There is this time. They finally got a script that Mahershala Ali doesn't hate.
The weather conditions and the round-the-world track, according to reports from the Manned Spaceflight Meteorology Group, indicate all weather conditions are acceptable for launch.
Houston, you can go to PTC attitude and
Just restart the counter.
do the P-52 and torque at your convenience. Over.
I think they did. I think they literally just added another hour. What the fuck? I just noticed. Like, wait a minute. Hold up. Am I tripping? I'm not. Yeah, it was at 34 minutes before. Yeah, I'm not tripping. It was at 34 minutes. It was like under an hour before. It was at 34 minutes before. They just added another hour to this fucking bro. They trolling. Now they're actually trolling. Now they're actually trolling.
To a truly historic moment. Presented in dazzling, fantastic.
Oh, here it is. I think it was a glitch.
And now, your guide through the cosmos, Angelique Rocher.
Hello and welcome. We are here live at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, home of Space Camp.
All right, here we go.
To launch, that's right, the first official trailer for Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four: First Steps. Now, as you can see behind me, I am joined by my flight crew this morning.
I was about to crash out, bro.
Hundreds of the most fantastic fans in the entire world, because we are about to thrust this next phase of the Marvel Universe with the official trailer for this next phase of the Marvel Universe.
She's always at Comic-Con, and why?
They're so excited.
If they don't show Galactus mid, I don't see why not. They showed him in the Comic-Con version.
And what better place for this launch than here among one of the world's largest collections of space artifacts, rockets, engines, and spacecraft. Excitement is in the air, and as you can see, so is the Saturn V rocket. that took America to the moon, developed right here in the Rocket City in the 1960s.
Better not be a cloud again. He's not. I saw it in.
Before we get the go for launch, we do have some very special guests joining us, experts who have traveled here to help us.
I saw the Comic-Con trailer, so yeah, Galactus is not a cloud.
Please welcome Marvel's first family, Evan Moss Backrack, Joseph Quinn,
Here we go.
Vanessa Kirby, and Pedro Pascal.
Cousin. Ooh, Vanessa Kirby looking good. There's Travis's favorite actor of all time, Pedro Pascal. Vanessa Kirby always looking good. True. I know those hills are hard to walk in.
I don't know if I have to say it, but may I present to you the Fantastic Four.
Let's go. They look at them going crazy in the front row.
Oh. Well, hello. You look fantastic.
Thank you so much. So do you.
Oh, thank you.
You look like you're ready to go to space.
I mean, you know, my white boots are ready for this.
Yeah.
So, Mikey.
So, I gotta.
Pedro
ask
looked like he just
you,
rolled out of bed.
We're about to take this into the stratosphere. We're about to launch this first official trailer. What do you want fans to feel when they get to watch this trailer for the first time?
I just want them to love it.
They better not have this up. True.
Now, Vanessa, you have spent a lot of time embodying this, and you've said so many incredible things. What has been the most, what have you loved the most about bringing this world to life? And what do you love most about Sue Storm?
Honestly, these three. It's been, you know, they're the most iconic. They are Marvel's family, and you can't really manufacture chemistry between people, and you can try, you can act it, but we didn't have to. I mean, from the minute we all met, it felt like a family, and that was everything. I mean, that's really what the heart and soul of it is. And I was so blown away with Sue, and you know, all the comics through all the decades, the fact that she was a mother, she's so like fiercely feminine, she's maternal, but she's so badass, and I just like loved her. Badass in my English accent. Yeah, and I just badass.
Who's this beautiful creature?
Yeah, on a morning show, on a morning show.
That is Vanessa Kirby, who is playing Sue Storm.
You know, Joseph, I saw everybody checking out the Saturn V rocket that is sitting, you know, behind us.
Yep.
I gotta ask, what do you think Johnny Storm would think of this place?
She's perfect for Sue
What do you
Storm.
think of this place? Oh, high ceilings.
She definitely looks fantastic.
I think he'd love this place, yeah. As do I.
Kind of prefer Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, though.
And speaking of someone who had a lot of room to maneuver in the movie, Evan, you gotta tell me a little something. Like,
Yeah, I like the
just a little
60s aesthetic.
teaser. What did it feel
Cousin!
like the first time you got to say it's clobbering time?
Cousin!
Let me think. You know what? We could do a little experiment.
Chris Evans is definitely the best Johnny
And
Storm.
everyone could turn to the person next to them and conjure as much love in their heart and whisper, "It's clobbering time," and everyone can feel that for themselves. Maybe that's a better way to go about that.
I love you. Would you like
do
me to
that?
give you a countdown?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you guys, can
Crowd,
we do
are you
that?
ready? All right.
Let's do it. I'll do it.
1, 2, 3.
It's clobbering time.
Now, Pedro, we've seen some sneak peeks, we've seen some hints, some photos. but we're about to watch the official trailer for the first time. What's going through
Pedro
your
looked like
mind?
he just came back from a sleepover.
Sorry. You're closest to me, so you get 2.
As Vanessa was saying, like, I haven't had an experience as in a cast as intimately as this one, where it felt like a family, and the anxiety I felt saying goodbye to them each day, wondering, you know, when will I see them next? So to share that with everybody, because we put our hearts and souls and
We've been waiting long enough. It's fine.
Our crew and our director, and it's just.
I've been waiting since 7.
Our hearts.
You can wait another few minutes.
And to get to the day that we get to start sharing it with everybody and making all of you a part of that is really a special, exciting thing.
Well, I am hearing from my flight director that we have been given the go for launch.
All right, we're ready?
So, Fantastic Four, I've got so many more questions for you, but the systems are ready, and we have got to get this trailer out into the world. So if you could circle around that, actually, you know what? You're there.
All right, here we go.
Right there. We're going to get a fantastic, like a family. We're going to hover. And now,
here we go.
Crew, you are part
you ready,
of
chat?
So I'm going to need you to give
ready for launch?
Everything you got when we get to this. Oh, well, we've got 10 seconds. Let's go. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch!
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Loving the 60s vibe.
Herbie, how's that sauce?
Herbie!
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Okay.
There's Ben. They definitely added some scenes from the Comic-Con trailer.
Good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
Wow.
Johnny never caught fire.
Flame on!
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here.
Sue!
Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Galactus! Fantastic Four! Oh, that's actually lit. Let's run that back.
That's really what.
The day that we get to start sharing.
7 on the dot.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
That's actually a solid trailer.
1, launch!
I love the aesthetics. Yeah, I enjoyed the 60s aesthetic.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Oh, it's solid.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Loving Herbie.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
The thing looks decent in some scenes, a little wonky in others.
Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
That trailer that didn't show the whole movie. Yeah, just like the Superman trailer.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
I think they struck a good balance here.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
And the music goes crazy. Michael Giacchino is a genius. Now, who is this gentleman? I know the actor. I recognize the actor, but who does he play? I'm very curious what Gandalf is doing here. It's in the 60s because it's the Fantastic Four. There are 60 superheroes, and this takes place in a different universe. Here's a Galactus. We're not only are we not getting Cloud Galactus, we're getting physical body Galactus. Actual physical body. That's obviously John Malkovich, but who is he playing is the question. Look at that. The back of, we're getting actual Galactus shrunk down with the body towering over the Statue of Liberty. That's lit.
As a family.
Fantastic Four. I thought it was a solid trailer. Honestly, I thought the Superman trailer was better. I thought it was definitely more hype. But I think Fantastic Four looks like a really good movie. From a trailer. I thought it was a solid trailer, and I think it looks like it is going to be a good movie. Yeah, Galactus actually about to throw hands, not be a cloud. Like, that's going to be fun. Yeah, it didn't get me nearly as hype as the Superman trailer did, but it definitely made me less nervous about the quality. I think it's going to be a really good movie. I think it's going to be solid. Yeah, the only thing that really was throwing me off was like some of the CGI they used for the Thing. Like he looked okay in some scenes. Other scenes, little sus. Like the scenes where he had the suit, I thought looked fine. I think Herbie looks okay. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the aesthetic. I like that they went with the 60s where Fantastic Four are originally from. It looks really cool. I thought it was solid. Definitely didn't get me hyped like the Superman one did, but for me, the bar for this was like just be a solid movie. Just look like a solid movie, because the last Fantastic Four movie was horrible. It was so bad. So seeing this already at least clears that hurdle. Just looking at this trailer, it's better than the last one by a mile. Way better than Fantastic. So I at least say that. Yeah, like he looks good. He looks fine in this shot.
Couple cloves of garlic.
Yeah, like when he's got the suit, like he looks okay.
Okay.
Some of the shots I thought it looked a little wonky.
You couldn't turn invisible.
Overall, I thought the effects looked pretty good. Like
Pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
Like here, I feel like it looks a little sus.
And Johnny never caught fire.
I just don't like Johnny. I don't like the look of Johnny.
Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us,
He just looks like a kid.
face it together.
But the effects when he turns into Human Torch looks really cool. But oh yeah, I can't wait to see Galactus throw hands. This is worse than She-Hulk. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Literally the worst. You're on drugs. They didn't show any Mr. Fantastic powers. I mean, they gotta save something. They gotta save something for the movie. We know he stretches. Like we don't need to see. We know he stretches. we literally have Mr. Fantastic in the MCU previously. Yeah, I definitely prefer the Chris Evans Johnny Storm, but I thought it still looks, I think it looks pretty good. I'm just not sold on the actor. Not showing the look of the thing. You're not used to things voice not being raspy. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, there's obviously going to be people who are just going to troll just to troll. That they just hate anything. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a really solid trailer. Looked good. There's absolutely no way. There's no actual honest person thinks this is the worst Marvel project. Like, come on. Marvel has had some pretty bad stuff. Can't wait to see it in theaters. Same. Yeah, I thought Galactus. I think the little bit of Galactus we see looks cool. I thought Sue looks great. Human Torch when he lights up looks cool. I think it actually looks like a solid movie. I'm looking forward to it now. I definitely think Superman looks way better, but I'm definitely excited to watch both for sure. Remember Infinity War? I mean, Infinity War is like a massive event film for the Avengers. Like, it's silly to compare the two. Definitely wish they showed this an hour ago, but I still enjoyed it. Sue's the only redeemable quality in this movie. You're one of those. Okay, I got it. Human Torch did burn his clothes. Didn't look terrible. You just don't care about Fantastic Four. Nah, I like the Fantastic Four. I was just worried the movie would be bad. I think this looks like it's going to be solid. So I'm less worried than I was before. Definitely am more so looking forward to Superman, but I will for sure watch both. And I hope they both do well. Fantastic Four needs a big W. All right, so I've been up since 5 in the morning, so I'm getting out of here. But appreciate everyone who hung out, especially when they pushed it an extra hour. But Sadot needs to go back to sleep. Appreciate everyone. Let me know in the comments of the stream what you think of the world premiere of the Fantastic Four trailer.